What's going on, guys? My name is Yellow S2K and I'm playing some MX vs ATV Reflex, and this is another custom track review. We are at Atlanta 1 by Moto A Go-Go, and this track might look a little familiar. I actually did a video of it while it was in its beta stage not too long ago. I'll link that in the description, but this is the finished product, and Moto A Go-Go did an excellent job. You can see it's in like an enclosed stadium, dome, whatever. Just really cool, very complete, just gives it a totally different atmosphere. And but the coolest thing about this track, honestly, is that it's difficult. I'd be lying if I didn't say this, but this track has pissed me off at times. I can't believe I'm messing this up, but this rhythm doesn't matter off the start because it actually changes once you get around the full track, mainly just due to a berm that's excluded off the start. But it's an awesome track, but it has pissed me off. Just a couple of the rhythms are pretty difficult, and they're really hard to hit consistently. It can happen, but you really have to just kind of put a handful of laps in before you play this just to be able to hit things right. For the most part, whoops, I've had it down. May not look like it on this first lap, but it's a hard one, and it takes a lot of patience to be able to figure out some of the rhythms and hit them smoothly. And the biggest thing that makes it hard is that you really have to hit your landing. So this is a perfect example here. You want to hit this landing on this first triple perfectly. You can see I cased it a little bit, so I'm going to end up with a little double-double. But if you hit it perfectly, you can turn that little double-double into a quad. And that's obviously the fast line through there. So it's all about hitting those landings just nice and perfect. I love this line. Cut to the inside, hit the triple. I do that every time. Let's play with this inside line through here. I think you can make each one of these, this like split lane, I think you can make it just as fast as the other, with just depends on what you want to do. But you can see I hit that landing pretty good, and then you're able to jump all the way over that step on, step off. That's the fast line through there, but it is really difficult to hit those downsides. Pretty cool. There's a little inside and outside. I pretty much always take the inside, but it's a good setup spot for passes. Okay, so not getting that once again. Hopefully I'll hit that quad here soon. I usually have it down decently. Not every lap, but probably 4 out of 5 laps, I'd say, typically. But that's the other hard rhythm. So the rest of this is somewhat easy. You can catch yourself out and push wide and go off the track before this swoop section if you take the outside. And this rhythm is the other difficult one. You can see I overjumped it there, so you're better off just hitting this double and then jump over, or you can end up with a step on, step off. Both work, but if you're trying to throw hot laps down, you got to hit the big lines, you know. So this track can be frustrating, don't get me wrong, and I think a lot of people struggle with hitting these lines consistently, and that's cool. But this is one of the big lines. You've got to hit this quad. You can see a little bit of a case. I'm actually cool with that because it's just that difficult. And it didn't take away that much momentum from me. But you can see that's the fast line through there. You've got to hit that quad. I love scrubbing this triple. That wasn't a very pretty scrub by any means, but just so much fun. So you can see, hopefully, I'm glad that I hit those lines so you can just kind of see what I'm talking about. I was going to try to square that up. I love how it resets you right when you're about to get back on track. You can go slow here and hit this downside and actually jump all the way to where you want to be. And that's another option. You can go inside and just go slow over that and focus on your landings. But like I said, again, if you're going to be worrying about that stuff, you're going to be at full speed trying to get that perfect lap time. So you may as well do it the right way. You can square this up, hit a little bit farther on the inside, but you can see it's just really hard to hit that middle triple to set you up perfectly for the quad out. So that's probably the hardest rhythm, to be dead honest. The other one's difficult, but it has not a safety, but something you can fall back on, I guess. I don't know. It's really cool how you have to be on your game to go fast on this track, but admittedly it can piss you off. Tracks like this can be fun one day and then you just can't hit it the next day, and you just want to kill Moto A Go-Go for making it. But you can see there is the rhythm that you want to be hitting through there. It's always fun to try to throw a little bit of style through it. And again, I usually hit the inside. I don't see why not. But you can see I scrubbed a little bit there, so a tiny bit of a case. But let's try to just carry as much momentum through here as possible. A little bit of a case still, so I'll do this little triple single, but it's not really what you want to do. But I think I've shown that, I don't know, I usually feel pretty confident on a lot of these tracks, and this one can catch you out sometimes. So I don't know, let me know, what do you guys think? Surely I'm not crazy. I've watched some other reviews, and people have struggled with this track, and it's fine. I'm glad. I mean, I'm struggling with it, you know. That's what we need. We need some harder difficulty tracks, and I think this shows that that's here. That's not at all what I was trying to say, but just a pretty cool track, very professional. Moto Agogo is making some great tracks, and I hope to see a lot of his stuff in the future. One, he's a good dude, and two, just awesome tracks, man. So thank you, and thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of the track, and maybe if I get a hot lap in, I'll do a separate video later on. But that's it, guys. Take it easy, and I will talk to you later. Peace out.